First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Tonight, the second of two on this wild card Saturday. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Gotta be lying. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Williams in motion. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Tight, 19 tight.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, L.A.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Falcons. Pick up of 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd down. Nix. Pass is caught. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he will take this one across into the end zone. From Nix. Touchdown, Falcon. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Joey Sly set to
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
Room to run past the 30. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Give up the middle to Taylor. He's got room to the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Atlanta.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
16 more yards.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down. 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And they're going to bring him down. But there is a penalty marker on the field. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. We are through 1 here on Wild Card Weekend. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Kill. Oh, my son.
They'll run here with Taylor. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Throwing is Nix. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of an outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Here we go. Set. W. Lions. Let's go.
Now give on the ground. Room to run at the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's a designed run. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Big snap on first and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And the they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's Nix to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Brings up third down.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Nix from the gun on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike, well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now a give up the middle, and he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So gain of 8 makes it third and 4.
70, stand by one. 70, flag, AC Cardinal. Let's go.
Now this looks like a design run. Look at him go! And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Rams. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Kill.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. Ball on the 27. Here's second and a yard. To throw is Nix. Left side in the hands of London. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. 7. It's 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Side of midfield, mark them at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Right back to him on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Go! Back to 60, back to 60.
He'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's 3rd and 4.
70 Lions, 70 Timberwolves.
Man in motion, heading left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Nakua snags it over the middle. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
To number 9. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
19, Charger, 9, go check, go check. 19, 18, go. Cougar 19.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Got it. Ready? Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Flag.
Up the middle they go. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. And fortunate for them, they've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Captain. Oh, my shot. Ready.
Nix, how to throw it here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Oh, my shot. Bombers. Away.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Well, here down the field will fall incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Back to throw is Nix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Nowhere to run that time. Punt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Ready, let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here we go. Gotta be lying.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Sly set to
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18. Steady.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
2 yards on the pickup.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 33, here's second and 8.
Come on. Ready.
He'll drop to throw.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Rams first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Get it. Back on 80. Step up.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. Had the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
yards to go.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Back to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
A 56-yard attempt.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll throw. It's Nix. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Play action now. It's Nix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Tries extra point. Up and good. And the Falcons back within 7. It's 35-28.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now, faking the give. Going left side. And it's taken in by Williams. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that. They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. To the the ground, a first down run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
He's into the clear again. And he will finally be out of bounds, but hold everything. Flag down, back to the line of scrimmage. This is coming back.
Buffalo 18.
They'll throw out of the gun. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. That is intercepted. He's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Look at the big time rumble. And he's in. Touchdown Falcons. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, and yeah, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
Ready.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
3rd down and 9.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will score again. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And make it a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Falcons 35.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hold on a second. Ready? Ready?
A first down throw for Nix. To the right. Pitch. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
From just shy of midfield, here's second and 8.
Ready?
Throwing. Nix. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Kill. Hold on a second.
Now it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. From the 29, here's second and 7.
Hold on a second.
Throwing is Nix. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here we go. Third and a yard.
Hold on a second.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Hold on a second.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First and 10.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
He's got it at the 7. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
And he will score! Touchdown, Atlanta. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Tap to 60! Tap to 60!
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Right side, complete to NcAA. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Let's go, let's go!
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
He'll look to throw. Going right back to NcAA. Complete. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
18, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Falcons, 42.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Claude Martin. And is out
there's one thing we can say about this quarterback, Mike, is he has certainly been entertaining. I mean, there's been a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and it's kind of come all over the place. But as many nice throws as he's made, he's got to cut down on some of the interceptions.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
77 Wolf. Go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And the Rams first down.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught in the end zone, but hold everything. There is a flag in the backfield. I think this one's coming back.
Come on. Cowboy 80. Viking 18. Look. Ready,
He takes off. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Time to be lying. Panther 50. Panther 50.
The motion man is Nakua. Now they'll set up to throw. Out to his right. He'll take off again.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Cougar 19. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field. Be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the fourth quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 8.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
second and 8.
Chill. Oh, my son. Hey.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's his tight end hits. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
And they'll try to save the timeouts and use them on defense if they need it. Gets up and spikes this one. They'll come up now for second down.
Oh, my son.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. Nix now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Bombers. Oh, my son. Captain. Ready.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Quick RPO to Ferguson. Still going. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Come on.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win for the visiting Rams as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.